Hello. Hey, blah, blah, blah. La la. I'm waiting until the stream preview shows up and then I will draw. Either. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. I'm tired. Like the title says, late night art. I couldn't find an art category on Twitch, so I just picked just chatting. But hopefully that'll work out, I guess. I'm waiting to get my Twitch preview so I can judge things. Do 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 do. Come on. God, I really do need a starting soon screen just so I can wait for this, but I don't. That's in the works. Oh, you know what? I'll just start because it says I'm live and the chat's connected, so I'll just begin. Um, though I would caution that. Oh, what's going on? Okay. Oh, it's my window. My cursor is trapped. Oh, we're buffering. I'm not just waiting a weird amount of time. It's taking that long to change the window. I really do need a second monitor, but this is being streamed from a laptop, so what are you gonna do? Oh my god. It cannot be that intensive. This is like not a cheap laptop either. Why is it taking so long? Okay. Alright. I pick my pencil. Bro, okay. God. I am just gonna close. I want to have the Twitch preview open, but it's so taxing on the computer. And I can't exactly. I could close my VPN, but I don't want to do that for obvious reasons. Oh, here we go. And it heard me getting mad at it, so I decided to load. I'm gonna move this into frame and then move my chat box over here. Should I use the Fugi or my drawing overlay? Because I have an overlay just for doing art, but there, that's better. It says loading my activity. It's gonna take forever to load my activity. I'm just, like I said, can I have my cursor? Thank you. Can I change my canvas size? Thank you. Oh, we got bots. It's a fresh start. Well, once I get my activity feed, I will nuke you. Oh, how do I Sorry this is taking me so long. See, if this was an actual, like, someone was harassing or hacking me, this would still take forever. So it's not exactly a great sign about your. But I also don't want to. You know what? I'm. What is happening? Twitch, all of my programs cannot possibly be this intensive. You ran Appleman yesterday. Appleman is a kind of. I don't even know how to edit. This is. What if there was a problem with my chat and I can't do anything? This website doesn't work. To be fair, maybe my internet's bad. My internet could be bad. I seem to have opened a pop-up window that will never close, that will never open up again. And my preview is gone. Jesus. My stream health is excellent. I don't believe you. I want to ban a bot user, but I can't. There we go. This is incredible. Streamlabs connected to chat. Why isn't Twitch connected to chat? I need that starting soon screen so bad. So I feel bad that there's Clip Studio Paint on screen, but I'm not drawing. But at the same time, this is ridiculous. Do I dare refresh the page? Like, that'll do anything. You know what, I'm gonna refresh my stream preview. And then I'm gonna literally open a new tab. And we're gonna let Twitch take its sweet time for me to get this bot message off of my screen. So enjoy looking at his emote. It's from a smiling man, so I assume it reflects his mirthful nature. Dude, I literally just. So my day's been pretty okay. I did some writing. I had a brief crisis, but it was just me being stressed out about nothing. I am steadily working towards making more stream assets and commissioning some stream assets. I bought a bunch of games to play because of the Steam Winter Sale, so I got a bunch of stuff that I've been wanting to play for cheap. And soon, I'm thinking of streaming Cruelty Squad soon because I've been looking for a shooter to play, and that looks good. Twitch creator dashboard takes forever to load. I've just been saying that over and over again, but it's still true. Will Clip Studio Paint even work? Like, it's a little laggy. It's a little laggier than I'd want. Oh, it's really laggy. My strokes are taking like forever to show up. Well, okay, that's not as bad, but the pressure's off. This went really smoothly on. Again, I hate to just talk really bad about Twitch while I'm streaming from Twitch, but this went smoothly last time I checked on YouTube. So, alright, preview's coming back up. So, and I can finally get rid of the chat message that is bothering me. Please? Please, Twitch.tv, can I get rid of the chat message that's bothering me? I just remember. Here we go, finally. Um. What? I have a suspicious user. I'd like to ban them. How do I do that? I mean, I have all night. I'm gonna stay. I plan to go for like 2-3 hours. Just to. Oh, what happened to Clip Studio Paint? Did I minimize it accidentally? I did. So, that's back now. Here we go, finally. What? There we go. Goodbye. I'd also like to remove that message from my chat box. How do I do that? Is it still up there? No, it's gone. Thank you. Now I can start. Start doing the thing I've been wanting to do. Clip Studio Paint. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna draw, I just want to do a warm-up of like a character that doesn't exist. So we're just gonna draw a generic man. When I did a test stream on YouTube, I drew like sweaty gym guy, but I don't, and that went fine because I didn't put anything explicit in it. But I don't know how well that's gonna go on Twitch, so hopefully I don't get warned for this. That ear's too big. Been thinking of, I'm gonna make. No, this isn't gonna be any of my characters. I don't think I'm gonna draw a character tonight. I'm just gonna do probably some Vocaloids because I need to draw assets of them for a project, and I need some practice. And I want to make so I want to make custom assets for my install of OpenUTAU. For those in the know, OpenUTAU is like it's UTAU but open source as the name would suggest, and sorry, it's OTAU as the name, but open source as the name would suggest, and it's you can do the portrait thing that SynthV lets you do, and you can install custom art. And I've been wanting to do a project where I create character designs for a lot of vocal synths, like I make my own modules for them, and I thought this was a good excuse to do that. And I can include non-UTAU characters in there for a reason that I'm not sure. It's not TOS, but I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it until I've finished the project that it's for. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for an. Sorry, I sent a message. I'm thinking I want to draw like. So I usually I draw a lot of men. I'm not gonna lie, because that's what I like to draw. I find I draw big guys as my bio would suggest, at least my YouTube bio. Um, I draw cartoony men. That's too high and too wide. It's better, but I will have to resize it. You know what might work better for this guy is to just do. Oh no, that's gonna be bad. Ugh. I'm struggling to draw. There we go. That's better. Hmm, move this way. What kind of expression do I want? Do I want him to even have a mouth? Because I really like giving bearded men in my art just like the mustache for emotion. But if I'm doing that, I should make it go like this to indicate smiling. I'm typically listening to music when I draw, but I don't want to incur Twitch's wrath. I have made like a pre-stream playlist, but it hasn't like it's all video game music because I'm worried if I do anything else, Twitch will nuke me or at least mute a VOD. And I record it locally anyway, so it wouldn't be too much of a problem. But I don't want to like risk anything anyway. Don't. It's all like Pokemon music and there's some Homestuck music in there, but I think that'd go over fine. Why is my there you go. It was really big for a second. His his eyebrow needs to be up higher. I want him to look surprised. Ooh, I should wait to draw the glasses until I have both eyes. I draw digitally most of the time because while I like traditional art, I really have a hard time not being able to like replicate and move around assets. I need to be able to do that for me to be sane with my artwork. Because if the eyes aren't even and if they aren't the right size, I go crazy. I hate it. Um, I like to imagine like obviously most of the men I draw are gay. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'm an aspiring bar artist. um, but I need to get better at character design. I need to get better at like anatomy, and even if it's cartoonish anatomy, I'd still like to have some structure to it. Um, I think I will draw some superheroes after this because this is a warm up. I'd like to finish it. I think I'm just gonna do a waist up or a bust up of this guy. Suburban dad, maybe. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, excuse me. Wow. No, I don't like that. I'm not sure I want him to be bald, but receding hairline definitely. Oh. Mm. Hair. It's difficult to draw hair for that kind of man. It sounds mean. Um, I just really need to get into it. I just need to figure it out. That looks more like what I was going for. Yes, that's what I was going for. I just couldn't figure it out. Yeah. What else do I have to talk? Do I have to talk about? Um, I'm excited about streaming more. I had a lot of fun last time, so this is solidified it as something I want to keep doing. Um, this might just turn into me talking about what I want to talk about while I draw. Well, the stream category does say just chatting, so I guess that's fair. I'm allowed to do that. Um, chin. Um, yeah, I've been. I want to draw like I made. I've solidified my VTuber lore for lack of a better term. I figured it all out. I wrote it down. I made a big document for it. You probably won't see the light of day anytime soon, because it's not like I have a persona to put on. He's the Elohim, the character in the corner, is my avatar. Is just that. He's just my avatar. I don't intend to like make in character stuff with him. He's just kind of here to look nice and represent me. Um, and you can probably tell my design proclivities by looking at him. Um, yeah, this is a good like. This stream is necessary because I'm bored and I want to draw, and I want to get in the rhythm of drawing on stream. I want to like get to the fact, get to the point of where I can do this regularly and impromptu, like make it a not a nightly thing because I don't want to do this every night, but a way for me to be able to draw stuff regularly. Because I've had some big artist block issues lately. Some big. I'm primarily a writer, which is kind of contrary to what I just said about not wanting to do lore videos. But I will set that up once I have a link tree or something. It should not be that bad. But you can probably find it. People I know have it. I am. I will elaborate once I have everything set up. But cross promo is important to me, so I will do that later. The baby's first stream VOD is up on same username on my on my YouTube, which is linked, which is good. It took a while to upload, so I do think my internet is partly to blame for all of the Twitch stuff. I'm sure it runs great if you have a better computer. Um, Another part that gets to me if it's not even. Um, what else am I doing? Despite being a gay man and Why is that a modifier? That's you can be a game man and play gotcha game. I play gotcha games. It's my big character flaw, and I did all my planning for them. I play Hoyoverse games mostly, which again, that's why long story. I have a sorted pass with Hoyoverse. Oh, he's not supposed to be buff. Why'd he turn buff? His shoulders are too wide. Um, um, you have start. He looks like a startled mouse, which is good. I'd also like to. I have a bunch of big like art project series I want to do, mostly because I like to start art projects and then not finish them. And again, streaming is something that can hold me accountable for that and make me do that more regularly. Forever ago, I wanted to draw a Gajinka of every Animal Crossing villager, or at least the ones I like. And I might hold to that. If I can get people in here, I might put it to a vote on who I do every time. I think I only got to Blathers, Isabel, and Tom Nook because I think Tom Nook is sexy, so I drew him. Um, but there's a bunch of villagers I'd love to Gajinkify. Um, I alluded to this on last stream, but I'd like to. I'd like to eventually. Why does he have like a? I'm trying. He's supposed to look normal. I don't. I'm not mean. I'm not trying to give him a waist. Um, but I'd like to make a spiritual successor to Moemon because I like drawing Gajinkas. Here we go. Just should give him. There we go. I like that much better. I want to draw a spiritual successor to Moemon and draw or design a bunch of Pokemon Gajinkas, but they're all big men for like a Pokemon Platinum mod maybe because that's my favorite game in the series. Um, I think that'd be funny and also a good art exercise. I drew a bunch of Pokemon Gajinkas like forever ago. I don't know if I still stand by them. I haven't looked at the art in a while. Um, Adam's apple. Um, but it was fun the last time I did it. I made like a. They all started looking about the same because I'm not good at body diversity. Is anything I need to work on. I'm really bad at drawing thin people, um, which is my I would say curse, but I don't care about that at all. But it's something I need to work on still, so I can draw all the designs I have in mind. Um, boop boop. Okay. Um, I should really get music going, but I don't want to. And this might be silent half the time. We can go for 30 minutes. It's good. I'm probably gonna take a break at an hour and then get up and move around. Still don't have a BRB screen. Maybe I can, no, I was gonna say I can draw that, but I don't want to. Um, I don't know why he's standing at attention. It's like he just flipped an ice cube down his back. Um, this is just how the pose ended up. Sorry. Belt buckle. And I have a Tumblr under the same username, and what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, because if I intend to keep drawing streaming, I think I'm gonna end up posting stuff to there. Probably not everything I draw on there, draw and stream on there, but I might post like my favorite thing from a stream up to how I feel about it later. Bum, bum. Okay, I'm going to put some details on this. I'm not going to color it in. I'm not going to clean up the lines. Because this is a warm-up, and I want to seriously draw some other stuff in a minute. I am also a big superhero fan, which you will learn about in a minute. I have a whole personal canon for superheroes that I work off of, and I want to design. But a lot of my art for it is old and never got updated. So I'd like to, and some of the characters just straight up, some of them just straight up don't have designs. Um, Let me give him a little wispy here. Give him a bigger nose, give him some nostrils. No, he'd be clean shaven. He'd just have like a maintained mustache. And then just go over here. And I was gonna draw a tartan design, but I really don't want to draw a tartan design, so I'm not going to. Let's color in his eyes. Nope, I don't like that. Let's give him a little line. Yeah. Then we can fix this so it looks like less like he has eyeliner, more like he has the eye bags I wanted him to have. Yeah, okay. There is sketch one. And I need to get in the habit of putting... I'll make a normal signature later, but that's him. Cool, let's make a new one. I want... So, can you see this? Hold on. You cannot see that window, that's for the best. I'm gonna make a much wider one. This is a square, which I don't want it to be. There we go. Okay, so I was gonna draw a superhero. I'm gonna draw. If you can't see my pop-up windows, which is good. That means you won't be able to see my files, right? You can't see my files. It's still loading, so I can't tell. No, you cannot see my files. That's good. Draw an OC, but I don't really want to. Why am I doubting myself? I have something to draw. I should draw. So I have redraw folders of like official art. So let's get this out here. This is going to be big, I think. Yeah, there he is. This is my design for John Constantine. I'm a big DC fan. There's my John Constantine design. Isn't he pretty? Isn't he pretty and kind of pathetic looking? Because that was the intent. This is old art, but I stand by it. It still looks good. Especially proud of the shadow, of the 5 o'clock shadow. And we are going to do... I think I'm working with a smaller window than I usually work with, so I apologize if it takes me a while to get around. We're going to look at my redraw folder, because I know I have some Constantine art in there. To redraw. Where's 1, 2, 3, 5? Constantine. We'll redraw this one. I'm not sure who the artist... Final import failed. Come on. Fine, I'll open it in Firefox. No, that's gonna kill my stream. I shouldn't do that. Let me figure it out. Okay. John Constantine cover art. No, I can just draw him. I don't need a big reference. I can just draw him. What? Twitch is giving me a weird pop-up. I'm not gonna click on it. So, yes, I'm going to draw John Constantine. And I need to get better at posing, is what I need to get better at. So we'll use this as some posing practice. Um, I also need to develop any sketching abilities, because what I've been doing for years is I just do with a pencil tool. No, it's bad. With a pencil tool, I just draw with a sketch pencil, and then I just keep drawing over it and making the lines harsher until I can erase the sketch lines and just get line art from that, because it's much more intuitive for me. Um, have I been audible this entire time? I hope so. I have been. My stream preview is dead because Twitch doesn't want me to have fun. If I haven't been audible, that sucks. Because I've been talking. I've been talking a lot. No, don't minimize it because that kills it for stream. You have to keep it open. Um, I'm not allowed to close any windows. I am only allowed to. Excuse me. I'm only allowed to open them on top of each other. Oh my god. This it's not good. Sorry. I need to not be negative about Twitch all the time. Because it's what I'm streaming from and I want to keep streaming on it. I'm just gonna assume I've been audible and just work from there. Let me adjust how this looks though. Let's get more of, you don't need to see my brush size, but I can move the brush size window so you can see more of the canvas. You can shrink it if it wants to be shrunken. It steals my cursor for much longer than I'm comfortable with when I do that. How's that look? That's slightly better. I could adjust the layers too to give the canvas more breathing room. Can I? Yeah. But it's not like this is a permanent setup for Clip Studio Paint. Um, Part of me just wants to give up on the Twitch stream preview, but I also know that it's important to have it open. Because I don't think I can moderate from the Streamlabs preview. Come on, Twitch. Show me my stream manager. Oh god, I need that. Like there's a color bar screen with Elohim on it for as a technical difficulties. Please be patient with me screen. Because it's bad. It's bad. I'm kind of posed. This is why I should have a reference. I'd love to have a reference. I always need a reference. I think I'm going to draw Constantine. I'm going to get a sketch going for Constantine. I don't think I want to color it, but I'll get a sketch going, and then I'll do like a colored, just like a solid color background, and then after Constantine, I'll draw a vocal synth or just another or an OC, and then after that, if there's still time, I'll just fuck around until I don't plan to go for. I plan to go till midnight probably, and then hope that someone I like is still streaming so I can raid. But I don't think anyone's gonna be in. Well, I shouldn't say that, but if anyone's in here, I'll raid. If no one's in here, I'll just cut stream. Oh my god, I keep minimizing Clip Studio Paint. I'm sorry. I was gonna make a cute asset for like a chat box, but I didn't. I had time, so there's not really an excuse that I can have. It's just I didn't want to. God, Twitch really does need to like. I need to stop being mean to Twitch. It's trying its best. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to stop, but can I have my cursor back? Thank you. Here's my cursor. Ah, too many undos. It is laggy. It is laggy. Twitch is. I think it is me having Twitch open while I do all of this. I love it if I could get all of this in OBS. If I could get like the activity bar and the chat bar in OBS, but I don't think I can. Oh, hold on. Well, I don't think I can while having the tab open. I think I have to close the. It's just stuff I should do like a troubleshooting test stream for, but I don't want to do that again. I would need like some fun lo-fi visuals if I was going to do a troubleshooting stream, and also to make that VOD private. Not it's not like anyone's going to see it. Um. All right, let's get back to Mr. Constantine. If my cursor would come back, thank you. Oh God, that's some lag. I am going to do the unthinkable and just close the stream preview because I can't deal with it and it's lagging the hell out of my computer. I am convinced it is Twitch doing this and not anything else that I have running. Because it's taking forever to even close the window. Thank you. Okay. And I have the chat preview in OBS. Oh, immediately smooth. It was the Twitch window. Okay. Sorry, Twitch. I'll come back to you if there's an issue, but I don't think there is. So, let's try this again. Um, let's do like. He's kicking a leg out. No, that's not how elbows work. Sorry. There we go. And you'll have one in a pocket. Cool. Okay, that's my pose. Um, let's get him in frame so I don't lose how to draw him. Here we go. That's kind of his face. If you can hear Big Time Rush in the background, I'm very apologetic. My mic's pretty good at. It's a pretty good noise cancel mic, because that's why I bought it. But it is like a cheap noise cancel mic, as you can hear from my audio quality. So, I'll improve that later, I think. But that's for if I take this more serious. If this is like. If I take this seriously already, but like. If I keep doing this and it proves a necessity, I will get a better mic. But this was a cheap one, and I needed a cheap one more than I needed a good one. So, I haven't drawn Constantine in forever, which is a shame because I love the design. I was gonna say I made for him. I'm not sure I can say I made the design, but I did like design it. I did cobble it together from existing Constantine designs. So don't really think I don't think I can claim it as my own, but I can say that it is like mine. You know, that's doesn't make any sense. But um I do feel like a little bit of ownership over this specific iteration because like people have done other iterations of set of comic book characters. You could say like this Spider-Man suit is this writer's. This is just my own take on the character. So, which I do have a spider. I don't think I can draw him on Twitch though. I should get like a but Patreon betrayed people, so I don't know if I can do it. If I could post stuff that would get me in trouble to discuss on Twitch, their art there, I would. No, several artists I know still use Patreon, or I know of, rather, still use Patreon. I could probably do that. I'd like to. Let's Plays are super out of fashion, but I have a great affection for Let's Plays, but I don't think I could get away with doing one in today's climate. I say that like I'll get canceled if I do a Let's Play. Um, I intend to stream a lot of games like Cruelty Squad, probably tomorrow if yeah, probably Cruelty Squad tomorrow. But I'm just gonna I'll draw the bite in his ear later. This will just be like how that is for now. And I'm gonna move the hairline because it's too far in and his face looks crowded. There we go. Um, there we go. He should be his hairline should be receding a little bit more. So I could talk about like the lore I have for superheroes. So superheroes, specifically DC. I am a DC guy. His nose should be narrower. I am a DC guy, and I don't dislike Marvel, but I do. I'm not an MCU fan. But a lot of Marvel characters are still very dear to me. That'll be fine enough, I think. His should be a little smaller in the nostrils. But a lot of them are very dear to me, especially Spider People and X Men. I like them a lot. So what I do, because I'm very particular with how characters are interpreted and how they are portrayed, I just made my own canon because I have very I'm very protective over how I interpret characters, but specifically comic characters because there's so many different variations on them. I'm like, but I don't like how this person did it, so it has to be this way. Um, which is probably a character flaw, but it's I'm not hurting anyone. Um, but the way I write Constantine is he is eternally 40 something. He cursed himself to be 40 forever accidentally. Um, and he is a very powerful sorcerer who is very apathetic and doesn't really care about much. That is because he doesn't view himself in very positively, and is chronically depressed. So yeah, he's gay because I wanted him to be gay. He is co-workers with Zatanna, not romantic partners. I really don't like when Zatanna is paired with Constantine because I view them as being in much different age groups. Um, Constantine was born in the 20s, but like I said, at age 42, he cursed himself to be immortal. So that's the age he's stuck at because I thought it would be funny. Constantine is a character that I just kind of fuck around with. I make him pathetic as possible because I think he's funny. He's best as just a sad, wet cat of a man. What do people look like when they smoke cigarettes? Um, these lines are too thick. So are these lines. I'm gonna erase his eye bags for now. Um, Without the shading, they just could look kind of weird. His eye looks weird too. I'm going to erase the black pupil because I don't really draw the pupil, the iris of the eye in the anymore. Yeah, that looks forlorn enough. I can rock with that. Eye needs to be even though. The eye in the bottom of the eye isn't round enough, I think. That's my issue. So I'm going to erase this layer and just even that out. There we go. I like that much better. And clean off. Oh god, clean this off. The line could. Let me look at the reference. Yeah, the line could do with a little less thickness. He's supposed to have hooded eyes, not like raccoon eyes. Is that better? I think that's better. I'll draw the pupils in a second. For now, let's just get this. Oh, God. Over here. But yeah, the message with Constantine specifically and the way I do him is he is an apathetic, nihilistic character due to the magic power he has. And because of that, his storyline is about he's conflict avoidant, he's irresponsible, he's afraid of attachment and and all that. And in contrast to Zatanna, who is a character who kind of grew up too fast in the way I write her, because I was introduced to her through Young Justice, so that's how I see her as a teenager. And that's how I write her. But is that she grew up a little too fast trying to match her father. So she and Constantine represents like a jaded, been the game and doesn't really know what to do character, and Zatanna is bright eyed, intent on doing good. And the two of them play off each other in a buddy cop kind of dynamic, with Constantine needing to learn that responsibility is important and that if he has a great power, he not necessarily has to use it, but if he wants to protect the people that he loves, he should be using it. I don't know how big cigarettes are. I'm sorry. Um, or if that's the right side. Can I get in trouble for drawing it for depicting a cigarette on Twitch? Maybe I can, but this is God. That looks like a cartoon turkey. It looks like a hand-drawn turkey that a kid would depict. Would depict? What's wrong with me? Um, God, that looks bad. We'll take this away for now. I forgot his chin too. We'll get rid of the hand. You can't hear it, but I am spamming the undo button. Maybe you can hear it, it's close enough. I did a test stream on YouTube of me drawing, just like improv drawing like the guy I drew earlier. Um, and I did that without a mic, and I might do that in the future. I'll do that more. No, I'm not gonna draw the hand right now. I need to draw the neck first. How much of a neck does he have? There you go. I draw Constantine kind of pear-shaped because with all the stuff I do, I think he should be a little chubby. With all the characterization I give him, he should be chubby. Um, so he's got like a bit of a chest and then a beer gut. There we go. That's a good start. And then his hand can go around the mic, around the cigarette. Um, hmm. Should he wear his? Should he be in his normal outfit? I think he should be in his normal outfit, but I don't want to design an outfit for him. But I also don't think he's always wearing the trench coat. Like the trench coat's his work outfit. Oh, I should give him his wrinkles up here. His eyes look too far away. He should be looking somewhere. Or his eyes could be closed. That's kind of a cop out, isn't it? I draw too many characters winking just to get out of having to draw their pupils. Maybe he's looking at like a mouse, like a street rat or something. His head is huge. I'm just now realizing. Let's fix that. Oh God, that was gross. That looks better. I like that more. And we can make his arm a little bit shorter to accommodate that because it still needs to line up with the cigarette. We'll come back to that in a second. I'm going to draw that last. um, this leg needs a knee. I like this full body. I'll challenge myself. I need to get better at drawing feet anyway, so. And if this is anatomy practice, I should be drawing legs anyway. Maybe this is all I draw tonight because I'm already putting more effort into it than I expected I would. Um, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm regretting not getting music for this because I'm realizing I run out of things to talk about pretty fast. Those are some long legs for what is supposed to be a kind of short man. Let's resize them. Like, I can't do traditional art for that reason, because if I had to resize it every time, I would cry. Something drastic would happen. If I had to redraw it every time I needed to resize the legs, I would go insane. Um, let's move his head a little to the left to line up with the legs. I'm gonna draw him in like a shirt. Just like a normal casual outfit for Constantine, I think. Um, but it's gonna be cold because he's gonna be on a street if I draw him. I'm not gonna draw a background, but I might at this point. And he needs to have pockets. What are you putting it into a pant pocket? You know what? We're gonna do a placeholder shirt. That's funny, right? If he's wearing a brat shirt and like some shorts. No. um, he'll be wearing a hoodie, I think, because I've been drawing hoodies a lot recently. But and it'll be a zip up, so I can draw a shirt underneath it because I want to draw him wearing a brat shirt now. Um, oh, that arm looks stunted. Let's erase and try again. That'll have to do for now. Sorry, I got focused on that. Um, this is why I think I should do this without a microphone. But also, like, that's the whole point, right? Or is it streaming if it's not if I don't have a microphone? Well, no, there's people who do that. I just have to say no mic, talk to me in chat, or do art requests or something. But right now, I'm not in a place to do that. I just want to draw my guys, and then probably if there's still time left on the clock, we're an hour and 4, and I plan to go for 3 hours. If I stop talking, then I stop talking. My mic hasn't been muted the whole time, but I also haven't been able to check what my audio input is. um, Maybe I'll remove the audio in the VOD if I don't like it and I end up being too negative, and I'll just replace it with my music soundtrack, my music playlist. Um, okay, let's do this hand. 3, 2, 1, fuck it. There we go. That's fine. That looks fine. That looks fine. I'm not upset about that. Boop, 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 boop. Erase this. Erase the overlap. Oh, that's not what I intended. He should have a wrist. Oh. Might go quiet in a minute. That looks fine. People are being rowdy downstairs. If you can hear that, I hope you can't. Because if you can't, then my microphone's selling point doesn't work. I hate drawing like a neck I'm proud of and then having to cover it up with clothes. I had that conversation with a friend a while ago. A couple days ago, I should say. Yep, we're muting in a second. And I return. I didn't see my food move, so I'm hoping. Yeah. What should it say? Because I'm attached to the idea of him having a brat t-shirt. I'll just put it in. I'll just color it green. No, it'll get the idea across. Do I want to color this? I kind of don't want to color this. I feel better about this. I looked at a lot of art since I last tried to draw like a full body reference, and I feel stronger. Excuse me, there's something on my tongue. Um, I feel better about like giving muscles curvature and stuff. Knees don't show through pants like that. And we're gonna get rid of this real quick and clean that up. There we go. That should be rounder. There we go. And then let's give him some actual shoes. I'm thinking Vriska shoes. I'm thinking just some real good, like, that's not what shoes look like. The heel needs to be bigger, but I don't want to redraw it. But I will. Because I am dedicated to my craft. But really, it's because that's the thing. I want to do this more because I feel like it'll make me more honest. I've done art before where I haven't liked how part of it looked, so I just cropped it out. And I'm sure many people have done that, but I wasn't happy that I did that. I should get in the habit of muting my mic when I'm not talking because I don't want any chatter from elsewhere to get in. Well, he's not gonna have a belt, but he will have like. No, he should have a belt. Constantine would wear a belt, if only for fashion. And then we'll give him a little chain. I think he'd wear that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like this. This is going okay. I promise I'm not trying to convince myself. And I genuinely feel that way. Boop, 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 boop. I've had some Vocaloid songs stuck in my head. And I was going to say stuck in my head, but they're stuck in my head because I've been listening to them, so who is really to blame here? This leg looks anemic. Let's make it bigger. I should also invest in a headset because I am not wearing any headphones right now. And if I'm on like a call with someone while streaming, I would like to be able to not have an echo. So I'll need to invest in better headphones because what I've been using for headphones for the past maybe 3 years is dollar store headphones that break in like 2 months, and I have to go back and buy more. And I'm usually okay with that because they're just free headphone usage and they cost like $3. But I could probably get better ones. Now that all that's in play. Oh, he has an earring. Forgot about the earring. What do people look like when they smoke cigarettes? I I draw a lot of characters who smoke, and I still don't know. He's not wearing lipstick. Let's get rid of that right now. I still don't know what people look like when they smoke. That's something. We'll go with that. Now let's draw some fingernails. Because I read once that you will make people who really like fingernails happy if you draw fingernails. Oh, those look bad though. I think if I draw fingernails, they're just going to be shaded. They're going to be colors or coloring only, which means I'll have to color this, which means I will. This will probably be the project for the rest of the stream. Which means I can't do any body hair until I get to that part. I'm liking this. This is good. So let's clean up some of these lines, make them more defined. There we go. There's that. I cleaned up the hand already. Yeah, I can color this. This will be fine for coloring. I could probably clean up these lines, make them more defined. Because again, I am a weirdo who doesn't like doing traditional line art. I'll probably have to learn it at some point because this isn't sustainable, but I don't like learning it. It bothers me because it never looks as good as a sketch. In this way, I can kind of keep some of that sketchiness in the lines. Cool. All right, the colors. Just gonna color pick from my drawing. Boop, 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 boop. That was a Nickelodeon jingle. I didn't mean to do that. Should really delete those irises. They're bothering me. Yeah, we're getting rid of those irises. I'll just shade it. That looks better immediately. Maybe I'll just give him some like dark shading. Ah! My main design trait for Constantine is that I want him to look eternally tired. That's the bloodshot eyes. Boom. Let's get his eye color. Dear Lord, get him some brown contacts expeditiously. Let's even up these lines because this eye is taller than that eye. It looks bad, but it's negligible. He does need those pupils though, but at the same time I don't want they're gonna be uneven. Let's be a solid horizontal line. And it lines up with his his eyelid. It looks like he has a lazy eye. I have a character with a lazy eye. I could draw him later. That was the issue. That does look better. Okay. Duly noted. Pick up some blue. Put that blue over here. There's his eyes. Oh, hello, Leanne. Sorry if you sent that earlier. I just saw it now. I'm drawing John Constantine in a casual outfit. Thank you for coming in, even if you're only going to be here for a second. I don't know if you're still here. Yes. I am going to be here for like another hour and a half. So hop back in if you want or don't. I am not your dad. What's next? Hair. Let's do hair before I shade anything on the face. God, he looks weird. That's good. He is supposed to look weird and awkward. Let me get. Do I want to shade now? I should shade now. The eye bag color. To complete the look. And my mumble and woo baby connection sucks. Yep. That is Twitch mobile. It is a slideshow simulator. Did I use a different color? Or is that just his skin color? I love questioning my past art decisions. Yeah, it's a slightly more grayed out color. Yeah, I learned earlier in this stream that if I have a Twitch window open on my computer, I can finally hear. Have I been not audible the whole time, or have you just been buffering like hell? Because if not, I've been silent for an hour and a half, which is great. Um, cool. That makes me feel better. Um, yeah. Like I said earlier, if you couldn't hear it then, I'm gonna don't feel bad about not being here for long because I plan to go for so I will still be here in the future. Nope, too thick. Okay, let me move my microphone closer to me. We'll see what the audio is like in the VOD because I've been recording at least. Is that too thin? No, but it's too thin and it needs a little bit of opacity. That's what I did last time I did this. Ooh, that's too thick though. Where is it on the eyebrow? It's a good bit into the eyebrow. I love talking about my art like I'm not the one who drew it. There we go. That's better. All right. Now for the fun part, which is 5 o'clock shadow shading. And he needs like a drunk blush. Ugh. It should be under the liner, I think. I blurred the lines. That's what I did last time. Hey, that's a song. It's a weird song, but it's a song. Why is my shading 1,000 pixels? Why is my blender 1,000 pixels? What was I doing last time I had this blender? There we go. That looks better. Maybe a bit too big. People are yelling outside, which I would be more troubled by if, which I would be less the blender or the blunder. Yeah, it's the blender. I have trouble with blending because I'm always like, it's always either too big or too small, and that's too big because it's supposed. Hmm, this is troubling. That's better. Oh, but now I have to. Ugh, I fucked myself on that one. But yeah, um, I don't want to make a stream schedule because I'm afraid of like ADHD executive dysfunction, setting myself up for something and then I don't do it. Um, so I think what I'm gonna do is just like have a tentative constant plan and then yeah, there's a bigger gap around his mouth. A tentative like constant plan of hey, I'm gonna play a video game here, I'm gonna do art here, or something like that. Um, he looks a little Homer Simpson right now. Like, because I don't want to stream every day. I don't want that to be the thing because I feel like I get really tired and then not want to do it anymore. Um, but I do really like it. I do have a lot of fun doing it and talking to myself or talking to whatever friends I got to watch. Um, And I do like the schedule, like the routine of streaming something and then getting to upload it and like, oh, there's a thing on my channel now. Um, so I want to do it regularly, but I don't know how regularly is good for me. That's better. Figuring out my me, exactly. I don't want to, yeah. I'm probably going to play Cruelty Squad tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe I won't feel it. I'm going to do something for my birthday, because my birthday's in a couple days, and I'd like to hang out and play something for a while on my birthday. Maybe if I like Cruelty Squad a lot, I'll play that. If I like, but if I want to play something else, I'll play something else. I don't know what that means for me though. Um, I don't want to buy. Maybe I'll play a bunch of. That's an idea. I can make a thing that I play a bunch of humongous games on my birthday because I really like humongous games, but they're kind of a guilty pleasure. Well, not a guilty pleasure. They're just for kids, and they're visibly for kids. The unwoke patch. Um, I don't own Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise, but I feel like that'd be perfect. Maybe I should buy Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise and play that because I am a fatty bear. Yes, the woke are not machined. Oh my, I forgot. I forgot that they're all unwoke on. That's hilarious. If I can get my, if I can, I might, if I can get it to run, I will buy Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise and play it on my birthday because I feel like that is thematically fitting for everything I do. I am a fatty bear, and it would be my birthday, so I could play it for Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise. Um, I think I'm gonna not do any mustache lines for this. Did I do mustache lines for it on this one? I did two, and they were up here. So we'll do that again. And then there was some over here. And then he had a little bit of blush on his nose. I'm assuming that was meant to be it you, but it J is also very funny. I forgot how much I love drawing this John Constantine. I really like the design I came up with for him. And I say came up with again, but like I technically came up with it. It's an amalgam of a bunch of different designs. What layer am I on? Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, that's good. I always enjoy the yeah, that's good feeling when I'm drawing. Like I'm doing something. I'm making progress. What layer is this? Is this an empty layer? Looks like it. So that will be what's the that's the scar layer. This will be the body hair layer. Or it would be. Oh, that's so. It's gonna have to be the same color as the shadow. Because blonde body hair doesn't show up well on pale skin. Funny that. I really love it. Yeah, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing a good job, which is important for me and my variety of issues. Yeah, that's too much. Cool. Now, what color is his coat? And did I forget anything? Oh, the cigarette should be colored in. What side does the filter go on? I don't know enough about cigarettes. I don't know enough about cigarettes is a great quote. Also, I should move the chat box because I'm noticing keeping it open all of the time makes it a wall of text, and that's gonna interfere, so it's gonna go in the corner. I will make a better chat box later. Filter on mouth. Yeah. Wait, actually, or I need to. Yeah, no, you're right. Thank you. I've been drawing cigarette. This is the incorrect cigarette over here, then. Or is it? No, I did it right over there. Cool. Um, for some reason, I'm like, oh, it's a filter. The filter should go on the other side, but that's not true. Hey, use this as proof that I never smoked a cigarette, or no, because I don't know how they work. One, I guess that's a true statement. It's not a very intellectual statement, but it's a true one. Um, cool. And then we'll need that line art needs to be more robust. There we go. Then we're gonna get a dark brown for this. And that needs to be closer to like a blackish gray. And then give them some sparks. These are not the colors that fire are. There we go. That'll be fine. Now to the clothes. I already said that I wanted him to have a Brat green shirt. So let's get Brat album cover so I can just color pick it. Boom, 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 boom. 8ACE00 is the hex code. Should I just say Brat? Well, I want it to be. I'm trying to think of a funny alternative, but I can only think of the sock pen's belly emoji. Let's do Brat. No. I'm just gonna put squiggle. The you don't know about that one? Hold on, can I send it from Streamlabs? Oh, I can't. I have it, or at least I should. Ugh. Sock pens belly. Oh, come on. Streamlabs won't let me send a message from Streamlabs. Twitch. I have to log in because I really want to. I want you to see it now. Um, yeah, he has an emote that is just the Brat album cover, but instead of Brat, it says belly. I don't know why, but I like it. I mean, I know why I like it, but I don't know why he has it. God, Twitch really does just like tank my computer whenever I try to open it. It just doesn't like it. And I'm not investing in the browser app because that I've used it before and it's not great. I need to like think of emotes. Come on. I want to go to I also need to like I have ideas, but I need to like sit down and draw something. I already intend to commission some assets and a large asset at that for something later. Um Sorry. I'm stretching. So hold on. I'm finally about to open my own stream because Twitch takes forever to load. I do wonder if it's like a internet thing because well, with my internet specifically because I've always had trouble with Twitch as a platform. I can stream on it fine. I just can't open the app. Oh, my computer's making noises. Oh, I just closed to a pane. I wasn't supposed to do that. I think once I finish this Constantine art, I'm gonna close it down for the night. Whatever comes first, either I finish Constantine or I hit the 3 hour mark, and then I'm calling it. Because it's late and I started late, which is my own fault. Please, I just want to post belly, Stockpen's belly. Desperate to post belly. You will in a second. It's gonna be really underwhelming because it's just the Brat logo. But here we go. Finally. Oh God. I need to figure out some kind of optimization thing, or just to like. It's probably because there's so much shit on my computer. I need to get an SD card that can hold all of my project files, so I don't have to like inundate my hard drive with stuff. I also should be streaming under art and not just chatting. But I couldn't find that category, but I know it exists. Okay, I gotta go. Really funny timing. No, you can go. I will post it in chat and screenshot it and then DM it to you, so you can see belly. Bye bye. Thank you for stopping in. Belly, my final message. Yep. Wow. Twitch is just going to take another eternity to do that, and it lags Clip Studio Paint, so I can't type. I can't draw while this is lagging. There was a network error, yeah, I know. Oh, I should VIP you, too. Leanne, you will, next time you show up in a stream, you will probably be VIP. I don't know if you want the title of mod hanging over you, but also I don't think I'm ever gonna have people in here to moderate, so it'll just be a title. I am, wow, this is ridiculous. Sock pens, thank you. Sock pens, belly. That is a fun noise my computer is making. Are you kidding me? This is genuinely kind of upsetting me. And it stole my cursor too. VIP. Freezing. Kaiju. Either of those go through. No, does not seem like they did. Because I'm still theoretically connecting to chat. Oh my god. This is shocking. Shocking is the word I would describe it with. How long this is taking. What do you want from me, Twitch? I can't close anything. Fine, I will close my VPN for you. Did that work? Did you just need to know who I am and where I live? Is it the achievements page on your dashboard to learn how to unlock additional VIP slots? I don't have any? Okay. Cool. Please let me post one emote once. Fucking finally. Okay. Okay, I can close this and then my computer will work again. Okay, back to it. I think he'd be wearing like. Let's go with it. No. Let's go with a red hoodie. No, that doesn't look good. Just like a gray hoodie. It's more of a brown. Gray. This is weird. I'm drawing on my tablet, but I'm looking at my screen. It's not very intuitive, and I think it's making my coloring worse, so I'm going to stop. Oh, I need to draw the bite taken out of his ear. Still need to draw that. Forgot about that detail. I hate drawing chains. Why didn't I use my chain brush? You should be wearing jeans, I think. I'll have to deal with that later. But right now is not later. I am willing to call that kind of done, and I'm about to hit 2 hours. No, it's not done. I shouldn't delude myself. You should see this pose I am striking right now to draw this angle because it's ridiculous. I'll get a silver in here for the chain. God, I hate chains. Why did I do that to myself and give him a belt loop chain? He's literally striking though. They don't know they don't know how much his feeling is. Girl, that is not bisexual lighting. The police are on their way. He's supposed to be at a party or something. I don't know. Don't make me question it. Or don't question it, rather. Nope. There. I am willing to call that done, and I'm about to hit 2 hours, and my legs hurt, so I'm gonna turn it in. Turn it in. So we did this Constantine, and we did this man. Alright. Oh, wow. I am going to save these off screen, but yeah. Thank you to Leanne for stopping by so I'm not just talking to myself. Um, yeah, I will post this to YouTube. I don't know how to end streams yet, and I don't have a thank you for watching slide, so